I just had a perfect month of consistency, but there were 5 huge lies at the beginning of my journey that basically held me back. If you want to be consistent with your habits and your work, this is the perfect video for you. Welcome to the Self-Transcendence series. Self-transcendence means to overcome your old self and pursue your goals and fulfill your potential every day. It's a method I developed while exploring the lives and mentality of great men and has allowed me to achieve perfect discipline. This video serves to inspire you and educate you while showing you what self-transcendence looks like. If you want to become a disciplined man starting now, join our free group in which you'll find the Self-Transcendence Challenge, which will teach you how to do this step by step. The first lie that prevented me from having good consistency was the one you see in the thumbnail. You must be perfect. You must do perfectly every single day. But this is not the reality. The reality is that your mind has fluctuating moods. Some days you wake up motivated, some days you wake up demotivated. Your body also has fluctuating moods as well. So some days you have energy, other days you don't have energy at all. Sometimes you get sick. Sometimes you're healthy as a bow. It doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is that if you're genuinely putting in the maximum effort, every single day is going to look a little bit different. This is the reality, because every single day you have different circumstances under which you have to put in the work, or you have to do the habit, or whatever you have to do. So not every day you have the same drive, the same motivation, or the same energy, which means that you're actually going to do different stuff. Like you're actually going to have different results depending on how you feel. You cannot expect to be perfect in terms of your actions every single day. However, what you must expect is to put in the maximum effort every single day. So do not define perfection as some external thing of like productivity, because you should hold that standard, but it's impossible to achieve sometimes. Define perfection as putting in the absolute maximum effort. When you go to bed at night, just know, did I put in maximum effort today? If the answer is no, then you need to reevaluate and do better. But if the answer is yes, then no matter what your productivity has been, you weren't in the mood or whatever. So that's the first misconception, that you have to perfectly do the same thing every single day. This is not how it works. The second big lie is that you must feel motivated all the time. And you've heard this before, that if you want to do the work, you must feel motivated. But I'm gonna give you a different spin to this, because you've probably heard of this, that you can work while being demotivated. What I want to tell you is that yes, you do need motivation most of the time. Like most of the time you should feel motivated to work. You should enjoy your work. You should want to do your work. If you don't enjoy your work, you're doing something wrong. You need to fix your relationship with your work, or you need to completely switch what you're doing. But you should feel motivated a lot of the time, because that's when you do your best work, when you're genuinely motivated and want to do it. You don't do great work when you're demotivated. But what you need to understand is that you also need to be capable and have the ability to do work demotivated, to put in effort completely demotivated, because that's just going to happen. It's what happens some days. As I said, you wake up with a bad mood, you wake up with low energy, but you still have to put in the work. The people who get the advantage in this life, the people who win, are the people who can work without being completely demotivated, the people who overcome the hardships. The third lie I want to speak about is that you must see immediate results. So you work out for 1 month, or you work on your business for 1 month, and you must see results, otherwise you're doing something wrong. But that's not the reality. The reality is that at the start, the result is learning, because to actually get a result in a goal, to actually achieve something, you need to put in high quality work. To put in high quality work, you need skills to put in that high quality work. To develop skills, you need to practice and learn developing the skills, meaning that for me, most of the videos I've uploaded up until now weren't really high quality work. They were just me practicing my skills of uploading videos. I think only now I'm getting to actually putting in high quality videos out into the world. Before that, I was just learning. I was just learning how to actually just do this. And now that I've learned pretty much how to do this and I have decent skills, now I'm gonna start getting results. But don't expect immediate results, because at the start, the results are not the results. At the start, the results is not success. the result is just basically you learning about the skill. So this goes for any goal you have, whether it's in the gym, whether it's in business, whether it's in whatever. The start is just learning. It's just learning, okay? It's normal, so don't expect immediate results. Next misconception, next lie is that consistency, being consistent with your habits, is a super hard thing that is only for the elite people. But this is not true. It is true that at the start, consistency is super hard. Yes, at the start, when you have to learn how to put in work, when you've been lazy so far in your life, or you are in a lazy period, you're in a rut, maybe you've been unsuccessful, maybe something is going on. At the start, it's very difficult. This is absolutely correct, simply because you're not used to doing work, you're not used to doing the good habits. But after you pass this starting period, and I made a video about this 2 videos ago, but the fulfillment from work after you start getting results, and also after weakening the bad habits, discipline becomes easy. After a while, consistency, doing this every day becomes easy. It becomes a habit. My schedule that you're seeing right now every day is pretty much ingrained in my nervous system. It literally irritates me to do anything else rather than my schedule. It's way harder for me to not work than it is to work. When I don't work, I'm genuinely pissed off. Like I'm in a shitty mood. I feel terrible. When I don't work out, when I miss my workout, it's the same. So it's easier for me to be consistent than to not be consistent. But this only happened after I build up the skill, so to speak, after I sort of build up to this level. I wasn't always consistent, obviously. This was a skill I actually learned. Learning discipline, learning productivity, learning to do it every day. Turn up every day is a genuine skill you have to learn. I didn't have the skill before, but I learned it. And now consistency just isn't that hard. Once you lock in, once you enter that season of focus and trying to achieve your goals, once you pass the first maybe month of struggling, consistency becomes easy. But you do have to pass that month. You can't be doing the bad habits in that month. You can't be struggling in that month. You have to genuinely pass that month, even though it's difficult, and then consistency will become easy. The final tip is, or the final lie, is to go all out with your habits and work. People telling to you, with your habits and with your work, you should go all out, monk mode, focus, grind. It's just not true. If you're a beginner especially, like if you've never done this before, or you've never put in the good habits consistently before in your life, or maybe you haven't done so in a while, you can't lock in immediately. You can't immediately start putting in the work. It's just not gonna happen. It's impossible. You don't have that mental cognitive athleticism to be able to convince yourself to do the work every single time. You're not used to doing it. So going all out and putting in as much productivity in your day as possible at the start is a terrible idea. I can do it right now because I am trained and I'm locked in already, so I can do it, but I've gradually built up to this point. Going all out with your habits at the start is very naive. What is gonna happen realistically is just that you're gonna try to go all out, you're gonna try to have perfect days, but you're just gonna overwhelm yourself and fail. You can't decide. I didn't wake up one day and decide to do 12 hours of work. That didn't happen. I tried to, but I failed. What realistically happened is that I just built up to this level. So I started with 6 hours, and then I learned how to do 6 hours consistently. So for example, if you wanna get in the gym and build consistency with your health habits and going to the gym, the first step would be just to put it and make it into a habit. So instead of telling yourself every day, I'm gonna work out for 1 hour every day, this is overwhelming you. Tell yourself instead that I'm gonna work out 10 minutes every day, and then stick to it. Make it something that is a habit, make it something that you can actually stick to. And if you do that, then you can increase to 20 minutes and then to 30 minutes, and eventually you're gonna reach 1 hour. But if you try to do it with 1 hour from the start, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because you just fail, and you keep failing and failing, and you get in this cycle of failing over and over. So right now, if you can't keep your schedule, if you can't be consistent, just change your habits. Make sure that it's actually something you can stick to. Stick to it for 1 to 2 weeks, then increase it, and eventually you're gonna reach the desired productivity level. But this does not happen at the start. So did I self-transcend today? Spoiler alert, no, I fucking failed. But let me first read out 3 comments. David Kaida says, bro, you can triple your views and subs if you do shorts, man. I will. And also I did not delete your comment, but I will do shorts. Coming soon, I will do that because I know that that's how a lot of people can discover my channel. Double Trouble McMuffin says, bro's not effing around running that 5K in Converse. Yeah, I'm not fucking about. I'm trying to upload videos every single day. I just want to succeed, okay? Funnily enough, I fucked about today just as I'm reading this comment, but usually I'm not. And finally, Easy says, this video is so good. Thank you for sharing this with us. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So let me now show you my system. So here is how the system looks. This was completed. This was completed. This I just completed. This I will complete. This is like this because I would not use it yet. I failed my deep work session today, the first deep work session. Before I explain, 4 out of 5 tasks completed. 2 bad habits done. PMO and eating unhealthy. Self-transcendence failed. So the first time I think since recording myself daily, I actually failed my self-transcendence. I failed my discipline. So what happened today? Well, basically what happened is that I failed my first work session. This happened for 3 reasons. The first reason was the mess from yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't productive enough. I wasn't productive. I wasn't focused enough. This led to me having to implement the improvements of my system. So I do this weekly contemplation, and I had to do the improvements of this system that you're seeing, my schedule. I do weekly evaluation. I had to do it in the morning today. This led to a messy work session. So this was one of the reasons I failed. I failed yesterday to do enough work, enough focus work, and this led to this mess today. The second reason was purely and simply lack of discipline, bad discipline from my part, just weakness from my part today. So this is the second reason. These 2 bad habits that you see, I watched porn today and I ate unhealthy. I did 2 bad habits today. The porn happened because of a lapse of concentration. Basically what happened was pretty much an hour after I woke up, I was very distracted. I had really bad, because of the contemplation, I was sort of in a bad mood. Then I lapse of concentration, type in a sign, wasn't blocked, bam, 1 minute, done. So that was the porn. I do feel sorry about that, but you know what? At least, most men have bust a nut every 2 days and they struggle with their sexual discipline. I haven't done it in 2 months, so it's fine. I'm not that upset about it. The important thing is to not do it again. I've taken 50 steps forward, 1 step backwards. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. But it is upsetting. Whatever. I watch porn. I relapsed on my nofap streak. Now I do genuinely feel like this was the last time. I genuinely feel like this is the last time I'll ever watch, because I watched it completely mindlessly. And obviously now I've blocked the site, but it wasn't blocked then. And I didn't even enjoy it. Like, I didn't even care. So I don't think I'm gonna watch again. If right now I didn't have my philosophy of life and I didn't have these rules and I wasn't recording anything, I still wouldn't watch porn, simply because I just didn't enjoy it. So that was the bad habit. The second bad habit was eating unhealthy. Um, yeah, I just ate a little bit of chocolate, and then I ate on my way back a pretzel or something. I don't know what it's called, but I ate that. Some starch. So that was the second. There's no really any explanation to that bad habit. So these are the two bad habits today. So that was the second reason, and the third reason was basically I had something to get done that needed to be done, but it got done way slower, leading to me not able to complete the work session. And today I failed the first work sessions. So that's what happened. I didn't waste that much time, to be honest. I probably wasted just about half an hour with the bad habits. So actually the wasted time is half an hour, not 2 hours. The bad habits are 2. The waste time is half an hour, but I didn't waste that much time, but I just failed to work. I just failed to work in the time. Yeah, that's it. I failed the self-transcendence today. I'm not perfect. I was wondering whether I should admit my flaws on camera. But what's the point of this series if I don't? The point is to show you my journey of trying to be disciplined. Most days I did it. Last month I did it. 28. I had 30 days in a row in which I did it, but today I didn't. So now I'm gonna bounce back tomorrow. I'm gonna have a perfect day, and the next day after that. And then I'm going on a break with my girlfriend, so I can't wait for that. Thank you for watching. Join the group if you want to become a disciplined man who pursues his goals just like me. Not like today, just like the previous 30 days. Thank you for watching. Bye.